Steering. Now, I might have mentioned it on common faults of people that do on driving tests as a steering problem, but I thought I'll just demonstrate it on a quick video on the technique that I use for steering. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn the camera around so it's facing on the steering wheel, and while I'm driving along I'll just demonstrate the steering technique, because it's not a difficult one, but you'd be surprised. I'll come across people who've had 10-20 hours of lessons, and they come to me because they've got problems leading up to the test and the steering's not up to scratch. They're crossing their hands over, which is quite dangerous. So what I'll do is I'll just turn the video round and we'll take it from there. So I've turned the video around and we'll carry on with the steering. Now, if you can see my hands on the steering wheel at the moment, the steering wheel's designed so you can rest your thumbs on the side there while you're driving. Now I say to people when they're learning that 10 to 2, quarter to 3 is a safe, comfortable position. Shouldn't have to be down here, because that's, I call it slouching, but the problem then is you're resting your hands on your laps, and there's less control. And the same, if your hands are up here driving, your hands are bouncing around with the car, with the wheel, and you're going to lose control. Now, people say to me, well, why can't I cross my hands when I'm doing this? So I say to them, well, just say, for instance, you were turning around a corner and as you're turning, you lost control because something stepped out, or you hit a pothole and you bumped into something. There's an airbag in the middle. That's going to go off at 200 miles an hour. It's designed to go off and protect your face, but if your hand's there, you're going to possibly break your arm or even dislocate your shoulder. If your hands are crossing over, so it's just protecting your face from the airbag, and the airbag's just going to smash it right back. So you're going to hurt yourself. So keep your hands on the side, and when you're turning the wheel, they shouldn't be crossing. So I'll start the car, and I'll just check round, and then we'll move off. So I'm bringing myself back into the right hand side, and we're driving along here. So while I'm driving along, I'll do some turning so you can see it. So I'm driving along here now. My hands are quite steady. I say to people, keep your thumbs on the rims, don't tuck them in, because you might catch them. I'm just slowing down for the horses ahead of me at the moment. So we've got a left turn coming up. So I'll just let them know what's happening behind me, check my mirrors and do a left signal. And then I'm slowing myself down. Now watch my hands, that's important. I'll try and do it in slow motion, or slow it down to the point where you can see it more. So I always tend to, you're going left, the left hand's going to lead, that's going to slide. So that's coming down, right hand sliding to take over, pulls it up. It goes back, right hand takes over, pulls it back. So one hand's got the wheel and one hand slides. So I'm going right. So I'm not crossing my hands. I'm not going past the 12 o'clock position on the clock face. I'm not going past the 6 o'clock position. And all the time when I'm doing this, I'm not looking at the wheel, I'm looking ahead to see what's going on. So we're going to do a right emerge onto High Street. I'm in Woburn Sands at the moment, if anyone's curious. So it's a busy High Street, but there's a couple of turns on there I can do. So I'm just checking my mirrors and signalling. I'll just bring myself up to the junction. And because I'm going right, my right hand's going to lead. I'll do it slow time. See, right hand pulls down as it goes back, left hand pulls down, right hand takes over, lifts it up. So they call it the pushing and pulling method. And you could get an examiner who's quite stickly about it. So if you start to let the wheel spin in your hands like that, but a lot worse than that obviously, then you could get serious faults. So there's mirrors to the left, signal left, and going left turn again. So that's going to lead down, pulling the wheel down, the right hand takes over, pulls it up. And I'm slowing down for the traffic. I'm just waiting patiently. And when you're waiting and you straighten yourself up, your hands should be there. They shouldn't be waiting here because you're not ready at that point. And one other thing is, when you're driving along with your hands like this, if you do go over a pothole, you've got more control. If you're having your hands off the wheel all the time, one-handed thinking you're being clever, or one hand on the gear stick, you're not controlling the car. And depending on how much you turn, depends how much you turn the wheel. So if it's a sharp bend, you'll turn the wheel a lot more. So we're coming to the end of it. We're going to do a left turn. And it's a closed junction, I can't see. Check mirrors, signalling, slow myself down to stop, get in the position, see a little bit of a turn then. So you're positioned with your wheel already. Checking, and then the left hand's going to lead. Down it comes, checking, right hand pushes up. As it comes round, the right hand's going to pull it back. Left hand takes over. And then as you get yourself straight, you straighten your wheels back up. Hopefully, that'll give you a bit more insight to controlling the steering on the push and pull method. And like I say, if you're crossing your hands like that and then it spin back, you're not controlling the wheel enough, and you're going to pick up faults on your driving test for not controlling the car. Good luck with your driving. I hope this little demonstration on how to steer correctly has helped you to understand how people can pick up faults and how to drive safely. See you on the roads. Bye.